You make the moment. You get the feeling. You make the moment come to life. You get the feeling. Day or night, have a good time. Your way, the only place to play. The only place, the only place, the only place, the only place to play.
All right, first fish on the board right there, guys. 13.75. Done. Check. All right, we're gonna let that fish go. Then get back to his duties. First fish on the board, baby. Get your tail down. 12.75. .75, 15 inches. Good quality bass. That's exactly what we want right there, guys. Fish 5. .5, fish 6. .16 inches. Another good one. .12 1/4. .13 and a half. .12 and a half. All right, guys, a little midday check-in. We are rocking 126 total inches on the tournament. It is 10:17. We have a day going for us. That being said, there is a storm moving in, and that could either turn these fish on or turn these fish off. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. So I'm kind of making a decision here. I've got to kind of decide how I want to proceed, because right now, oh, I got a fish on there right now. Nope. All right. I've got to decide whether or not I'm going to continue down this shoreline and just keep going south, or if I want to go back through where I just got all those fish from. And I'm inclined to say go back up through, just because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get on the other side. But I definitely know that there is a decent amount of fish, at least in that small to 12 to 14 inch range. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to drift down to this furthest point, and then we're going to turn around. We're going to head right back up through. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a little bit of cranking. I think I'm going to rock a square bill on the way up through to see if I can get a reaction bite going, maybe get a little bit bigger bite. And honestly, sometimes with the square bill, it'll be a different type of fish. Oh, you got off my hook. That was just a bite right there. What I was saying is typically with a square bill, you'll get a little bit bigger fish, and you may be able to get on some fish that ignored the wacky on the way through. Got him that time. Got you that time, homie. Ooh, you're pulling hard, homie. You got some shoulders, homie. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Ha ha. Yeah, buddy. And this wacky rig is destroying these fish. 12.75. Weird. I don't know how the hell I did that, but okay. Well, that's one way to float a fish. Well, that's one way to float a fish. This guy jumped in my boat. That's freaking hilarious. 14 inches. All right, so strategy move paid off. I changed wacky rig colors. I went back up the shoreline and worked my way back down through, doing the exact same thing I did the first time through. And I don't know what's going on with this reel, but that's another one. I don't know why this reel keeps popping open. It's driving me nuts. I gotta check that and see what the freak's going on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give me that. Anyways, like I said, kind of worked my way down through and threw a different color wacky rig. And I think that kind of tricked them into eating again because I think they got used to seeing the one color. So, change colors and they don't really seem to be all the wiser to the wacky rig technique, just the color. So that's now the fourth fish I've caught going down through the same shoreline again. I literally haven't left the same like 100-yard stretch of docks and shoreline all day. And I've just been going up and down it. And it's been so effective that there's really no point in changing right now. I am gonna work my way down around the point the next time I get down there. Fish a little bit further into a bay on the other side, and then maybe work my way back up. I actually haven't been able to smit fish in about an hour. So I actually don't know where I'm at on the standings right now. I've been adding fish consistently, but the other guys were too. So there's no guarantees that I'm gonna be in the running or even in the money right now. But that's another 13-incher. I'll give you guys a quick update real quick. Right now, as of this very moment, 11:48, we are in first place by 5 inches. And only 5 inches. So, killing it so far, but I've got a lot of day left. We're gonna keep working our way down the shoreline. I'm actually gonna go out and around the point and then possibly come back up through here because this has been working. So why not continue? But at the same time, I also got to make sure that I don't set myself up in a situation where I don't have enough time to make an adjustment if there's no more fish along this shoreline. So I'm only 5 inches ahead of first. That's not enough to really feel comfortable. So I'm sorry I'm moving around a lot, guys. I'm getting ready to head back out here. But yeah, right now we are number one. We're keeping our championship defended right now, but we definitely need a lot more if we're going to finish out this day, because I do not know if these guys just don't have service, if they're not submitting fish, or if I really am in first. So we'll find out when the chips fall. But for right now, we got a lot more work. 12 inches, 12.75. 15 inches. I'm gonna put him back in the net real quick because I don't know if I got a good photo. 16.25 inches, guys. That is exactly what we needed. That was cranking a square bill. I kind of suspected with this more turbulent water that we were gonna need to do something a little different. And this is exactly the kind of thing that would work. Using a square bill, running it through the column, trying to get those fish to react to a big old bait fish swimming by them at a fast rate of speed. And that's really what we're doing, is just burning a square bill by these fish, and it seems to have worked. So we're gonna work our way back up the shoreline and see if there's more fish to be had of that caliber. I'm also trying to find service because I got about a 5 fish deficit right now of fish that I haven't been able to get in. The storm is really raising hell with the cell phone service. So I'm hoping that maybe I can find a place that I can get some service, find a place that maybe has a nice school of fish that I can then turn around and sit and anchor down and dink and dunk. But for right now, I'm gonna pull anchor. We're gonna start cranking again, see if we can get a couple more. Little 12 inches. Keep moving up, baby. Keep moving up. $13, 14.5. $12 inches. I quit. This is ridiculous. The weather has completely turned on me. It is cold, it is windy. I'm exhausted. And like I said in the intro, I still have a whole nother tournament to do tomorrow. So I think we're gonna call it right here. We're heading back to shore. If I happen to get service by the ramp, then I might stop and fish around the ramp and submit the fish. But if not, then I am definitely calling it a day. I'm gonna throw the kayak on the trailer and drive around looking for cell phone service to get 10 fish submitted. My total is 342 inches, so far surpassed the original limit that I had. It was like 225 or something like that, so 120 plus from my first event. I don't know if that's gonna do it. I really don't, but at this point I need to take into consideration that I have a whole nother day of fishing ahead of me before I continue. So like I said, I'm heading back to the ramp. I do sometimes have cell phone service by my truck, so I'm kind of hoping that that's what's going to happen. I can submit it there, but if not, I'm going to actually speed load my kayak. Not going to put too much away. Roll down the road until I find cell phone service enough to submit some fish, and hopefully it's enough. It's going to have to be because I'm exhausted. And like I said, I still got a whole another 8 hours of tournament fishing tomorrow, and I'm soaked and I need to go get some dry clothes. Well, see you guys in a little bit when I can submit these fish. Well, that's it. I'm actually back at Chris's house, parked in his driveway. I've already eaten dinner, retied, and gotten ready for the next tournament. But it was a really, really fun tournament. I ended up third. Got all those fish submitted and it paid off. We could have probably gotten second if I was able to stay a little bit later. Kind of screwed up because I found out that there was a window of time post tournament that allotted you to be able to put fish in. So I probably could have fished for another half hour, 45 minutes. But also, to be honest, it's pretty nasty out there. It was pretty cold and I was kind of done. And I have a whole nother tournament coming up tomorrow. So probably needed the rest. It's probably better that I just bailed when I did. But yeah, took third. So I didn't win, didn't place last. So third out of 22 is pretty solid in my opinion. I definitely learned a lot. I definitely think I'm going to be ready for the next slot series in June. And hopefully I'll be able to get in the money for that one as well. Be on the lookout for the next part of this video series. It is a 2-part series. We're going to be doing another tournament tomorrow, and that video should be released next week. So guys, be on the lookout for that one, because that's going to be an interesting event after having fished all day and then having to do it again. I'm going to see if fatigue is a factor. I'm going to be doing a lot of the same stuff I did in this episode, but I really think I have a chance of placing in the money in 2 tournaments in back-to-back days. So let's see and let's hope. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, let's get out there, catch more fish.